Hey guys, and welcome back to the shop. Got to make some tea-nuts for the Cincinnati. Well, I've already made the tea-nuts for the Cincinnati. I made a batch of 3 so far. I'm not happy with them. I screwed the order of procedure up a fair bit. I should have drilled and tapped them last, not before I pared them off. And yeah, I busted the block into evens and I mixed it up, and yeah, anyway, this one's off, and this one's not too bad. So the hole's not quite the centre. I've got to make another batch, and I'd like to make them a bit longer if I could. Yeah, probably a third longer again in the next batch, hopefully, if I can hunt around here and find a bit better suitable piece of material. I've done them all in the shaper. The shaper was getting a bit jealous since Cincinnati come in the shed. It got all excited and started jumping around when the power point got plugged in. So I've done the whole lot on the Duvalaki, on the shaper, which was fun. Yeah, I really, it's still my favourite machine. I really still enjoy using the shaper more than using the mill. And it's a bloody damn sight cheaper on tooling. So I haven't blackened these yet. I'm thinking I've got to blacken them, considering they're just going to be sitting around doing, most of the time, and probably going to go rusty. So Stephen Lang showed some blackening, or bluing if you want to call it, with some heat. But anyway, that's later on. Worry about that later on. So sit back and watch me screw this up. Well, it's not actually a screw up in a sense. Like they're functional, they're going to work, but they don't look quite right. I'm just not happy with them. Simple as that. So instead of getting 3 out of the, I should have just tried to get 2 and had a bit of waste. Simple as that. I was just trying to be a tight ass and more, like always. But anyway, what they are is what they are. They're functional, they work, and we've got 3 tea-nuts so far, and I've got to make another, I'd like to make another 7 and have 10 all up. So, and they are matched to the existing hold down kit that I've got for the other mill. So what we got here is a piece of 3-inch 75 by 25 flat bar. I hacked it off with the power hacksaw. So I just got to clean up all the faces now. Once I get it all cleaned up, then I'll start putting the features in. Let's do the colour of my hands. It's just rusty old crap that will try and save. So got a fresh grind on the tool. Kicking off a nice chip. So. I've machined or faced off this bottom edge. I've got to take about 120 odd thou off to bring it down to 30 mil. So should be right to go. Okay, so that's a 40 thou depth of cut with a 10 thou step over. Just loving it. Can't get another one, can I? So we've got 32 thou to come off. So I might take 30 off, and I'll put the shear tool in and skim it, and I've got to tip it back over again and do the other side because I forgot to put the shear tool over that. So I'll dial in 30, and then run the other tool. Let me get set up for that. Close enough, eh? Okay, that one's done. I'll just change these tools out and bring it back. I think we're right to go. I've slowed it right down. Still got 10 thou step over. I'm just going to see how it cuts. But it'll probably pay if I put a bit of a cut on, wouldn't you say? Only a light cut. There we go. Nice chip. You know what? That's plenty good enough for a T-nut. Very smooth. I'll flip it over and do the other side now. Feels really nice. Okay, I'm going to flip this over now and deck the bottom off. Okay, that's got all the crap off it anyway, so I'll do some measuring and double checking and work out where I'm going to go from measuring. I've got to go down 480 thou, which will just clear the top of the vise, and 262 thou in from each side. So down over this far side, I'll see if I can spin you around there. Got an indicator set up on 0 there. I'll run off that to get the 262 thou in, and I know I've just got to clear the top of this vise, clear the top of the vise to have the right depth. So I'll be right for a little while until I've got to start measuring there. So you may not be able to see the indicator for a while. It's in a shit of a spot, but there's nowhere else I can really stick it. So what it is what it is. 200. $50. Do this last little bit by hand. 55. 58. God, it's a bastard to see it. 61. 62. Geez, that's a bastard to see that indicator, but anyway, it's what it is what it is. We can't do anything about it at the moment. I've got nowhere else I can really set it up. Anyway, what it is. Okay, I am pretty happy. Double check that. Yep, that'll be fine. I'm just going to come over a thou or two and just do a run down this edge. Just to get out any irregularities. Just in case I've gone a little thou over or something. So that's the plan there, Wilma. So I need to come over. So that's one. That's 3 thou. So I'll just run that down and hope for Christ it's right. I'm just worming it. Only taking a smidgen off there, just backing it out. That's it. That's one side done. It's not too bad, eh? Happy enough with that. Okay, now I've got to grind up a tool. Got to grind up a tool to do the other side. Which I've probably been lazy, I haven't done that. That's alright, I need another tool anyway. I've got plenty of spare high speed steel. Happy with the way that one worked though. Alright, I'll be back. So new tool ground up. Nice and sharp with a very shallow radius on there. Touched off, set the indicator and working my way in. I don't know how good you can see the graduation there, but it's pretty hard to see. But each graduation is 5 thou. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, it's 40, 45, 50. So that's a 50 thou depth to cut. See how it likes that. Which I think 50 thou for a little machine's not too bad. No drums in whatsoever. Yep, 9 thou to go. We've got 9 thou to go. We're just going to do a test run. And I thought I left a little round file in here the other day. I did. It's beautiful there. Going in one. Plenty of shit still in the groove of that one, just needs cleaning out. Full of gunk. That one's good. There's obviously a lot of gunk still built up in the T-slot, so we'll have to make the proper T-slot cleaner. So you can see the junk on it there. But all in all, that's a nice fit. Shame I'm only going to get 3 out of that one. But anyway, just have to make some more. These are going to have 12 by 1.75 threads in them, and that'll match the set of hold downs I already have, so I can just interchange just the the rods and so on. So I'm going to run it should be a 1.2 mil drill, but I haven't got any 0.2s or 0.3s or whatever, so I'm going to run a 10 mil down there, and hopefully that will drill oversize and be enough to be able to still tap it with a bit of luck. So I just use a pointer and just located the hole, which I'll do on each one. It's not that crucial, 100% crucial. It's got to be within a, bee's dick, close enough. Good enough, eh? All I've done is raised a big dirty bird, the bastard. Okay, what I've done here is I cut the first one off with the slitting saw in the mill, and I won't show you that because that was absolute painful. So I made up, you call it a mini pallet if you want, I don't know. Just got a bit of flat bar and drilled 2 holes and bolted the T-nut to that, and then put in the power hacksaw, and hopefully that's going to work. Just because it's on that bit of thin flat bar, wants to flex a bit, so just sort of trying to jock it forward there a little bit, which I've got to tap that into place, and hopefully it works. If it doesn't, it won't be seen. Right. So we've got nothing to lose. I normally stick a weight on top of the power hacksaw to give it a bit more oomph, but I'm not going to worry about it this time. There you go. Two nuts. Well, go and clean them up now, I suppose. They're down on the parallel there, and they didn't seem not far off after cutting them in the power hacksaw, so just going to trim them off now and square and make them both the same. As though if we put a cut on, doesn't it? Oh no, I don't, I wound the wrong one down, wrong handle. Definitely on the piss, that one. Well, maybe didn't cut as square as what I thought it was going to. Well, these T-nuts aren't working out the way I wanted them to work out at all. Well, that certainly proved to be the absolute wrong way to make these. actually screwed right up. Because what I should have done is pared them all off and then drilled and threaded them. Or drilled and tapped them. That's what I should have done. But I didn't. Yeah, I actually screwed right up. But anyway, they're not quite in the centre, which is what I'm getting at, and that sort of pisses me off. It annoys the shit out of me, actually. So the next batch won't be done like that, but these will still function, no dramas. This is how they're set for the other mill. So like they're still going to function, no dramas, but it's just order of procedure was done incorrectly, and they were a real pain in the ass to part off. So I don't know whether to try and find a different bit of material to make them out of. Still got to clean these T-slots out a heap too. Got to get a good T-slot cleaner. But they're going to work. But I've got to make another half a dozen, I suppose. Another 6 or 7. It'd be nice. But I'll be definitely making them in a different manner. Apart from that, they're going to work. I don't know what way I should go about heat treating them, or about, not heat treating them, about blackening them so they don't rust. Stephen Lang showed 2 different ways in his last video, I think it was. One with chemical bluing and the other one with heat bluing. I've got a gas cooker, like a little camp cooker, and an old frying pan, but I don't think it'll get hot enough. It's either that or I stick it in the oven in the kitchen and watch the missus go through the roof, which that could be entertaining. That might even be the way I go yet. I don't know. I just don't know which way to go about it. I'm not a great fan of blackening stuff. I like stuff shiny, but something's going to lay around and not get used much, we'll probably pay to give it some sort of protection. And I've got to just get a cold chisel and put a knock in the end so these can't go down all the way and pop out and then pull up and break the T-slot out. So got to do that yet. Anyway, that's that job done. There's 3 done. I'll make the rest at my own leisure, just cruising along. When I get a bit of time, I just do a bit by bit by bit. So anyway, hope you enjoyed watching that for a fairly big screw up. I don't mind showing me mistakes. That's the way I learn. Alright guys, take care. And especially all this COVID stuff, just please be careful and take care and look after yourselves. I'm expecting to go into complete lockdown here in New South. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, which doesn't jar me at all. I've got plenty to do here in the shed. That's where I spend my days anyway. Righto, hooroo, stay safe.